Hello. Welcome to the pre-show podcast. Today, joining me is Joanne, and my name is Jared. And Joanne, thanks for coming on with us today.
Happy to be here.
What company are you with, Joanne?
So again, thanks for having me here today. My name is Joanne DePasquale, and I head up sales and operations for Solite USA.
Solite USA. So, what brought you to Solite, by the way, and what's your history? How did you get into this
Sure.
luggage
So I've,
business?
I've yeah, I've been in the luggage industry for longer than I'd like to admit to. A little over 30 years. I've been in the luggage industry, and I've worked for a lot of the big brands out there. I've worked for Samsonite, Travel Pro, High Sierra, and most recently joined Solite a little over 8 years ago. Um, so we started, Solite started as a startup organization, and we've really organically have grown this business over the past 8 years, and proud to say that we are really starting to entrench ourselves in the traditional luggage arena.
Nice. So, what kind of luggage do you guys offer as Solite?
So I would say that we kind of fall within that opening moderate price point, and have now started to work towards building some better goods as well. Starting to elevate the brand a bit. So we offer really a large range of products under the Solite brand, but then about a little over a year ago, we picked up some licensed brands to include some, I think, pretty well known names like Van Heusen, Jones, New York, as well as in the entertainment industry, Talia Sodi. So we have a pretty well rounded grouping of brands, and that just kind of offer different things depending upon the consumer.
Okay. So each one of these brands is your main focus on luggage, like travel, like backpacks, bags. What all of these products offer each brand?
Primarily, all of the brands are really geared more towards that traditional luggage business.
Hmm.
However, depending upon the brand, we may have a duffel offering, like in the Van Heusen. We do offer duffels as well as backpacks, and then some of the more like still considered traditional, but some wheeled duffels on the fashion side for both Jones, New York, and for the Talia Sodi. Talia is really more of the again, really is a fashion piece for us, offering different details on the product that really makes it a little bit more fashion forward. Uh, Jones, New York has a fashion element to it as well, but really trending a little bit more tailored and conservative. And then Van Heusen really is an offering for us in more of a male specific menswear type of feel to it.
Nice. So yeah, I mean that was kind of my next question is what kind of makes you guys stand out and unique, and it seems like you have a little bit of everything in the luggage industry to
Yeah,
offer.
we definitely try. That's our goal, to achieve a well-rounded offering, so that not only are we taking care of our current resources of business, but hopefully going into the show, we'll be able to attract some opportunity to do business in places that we haven't actually started to penetrate businesses. So, we've always been a big supporter of the Travel Goods Association. We feel that the show is, a vital place to come together with the retailers and, just start to collaborate and build businesses. And over the years, we have successfully built businesses coming out of the Travel Goods Show. So super excited about going into the show this year. Um, we
That's
have grown
cool.
the size of our booth, and just to help to accommodate our brand offerings. And yeah, just super excited to get there and just about 60 days from now.
Now, oh man, that's crazy. It's coming up quick, right? So,
It is.
where could somebody find you on the floor? Where's your guys' booth located? Where's your
So we
company?
are located right off the main aisle in booth 6700.
Okay.
So we're down
Now,
at the down at the end of the main aisle, not too far from the main stage.
nice. That should be fun. So, I love how have you enjoyed the addition of the content creators coming to our show last year?
Yeah, so I did. I sat with some of the content creators last year. I think the new organization is really, putting life back into the show, which is super exciting. And so, I'm hoping to potentially sit down and meet with some of the content creators this year and see how we can possibly partner up and collaborate together. But
Okay.
definitely, I think that the new organization is pumping a lot of life back into the show, which is super exciting. I mean, this is
Yeah.
our opportunity to really go out there and showcase travel goods as a whole, whether
Hmm.
it's outdoor related, traditional luggage, whatever it might be. This is the destination for people to come and you know assort their departments for the travel goods piece of their business.
That's awesome. Now, just a question. I don't know if do you ever build luggage for people? Like, say, a content creator or somebody wanted to have like their own name brand. Is that something that you guys do, or is that a possibility? I'm just brainstorming, coming
Sure,
up.
sure. I mean, great question. I mean, we are not collaborating with any particular content creator, but the nice thing about Solite is we are kind of a hidden gem, that we're a smaller company, and I work directly with the owner of the company. So if there's any ideas that we have, like, it's a very short chain of having, to put ideas together and have them come to life. There is not a lot of layers to the company that, things in certain situations could take longer than an organization like our own. So certainly
Yeah.
we are always open to the opportunity to work with content creators and see, like, hey, is there something here that has legs that we can potentially go out there and build off of.
Nice.
We are very, very loyal to our current retail base, and will always be loyal to that base. But of course, like everyone, we would love to be able to continue to grow the brands. So
Yeah.
again, super excited to come into the show. I think the TGA has done a wonderful job at going out there and recruiting more life into the show in terms of the vendor community. And so I think that will open up the opportunity for retailers to say, hey, the more people that I can see in one place, it just makes sense for us to be there. So
Yeah. For
where in the
sure.
past it was maybe not necessarily um, the way people were thinking. But really, the show is our showroom for us, particular to our brands. That's really where our customers come to see our biggest breadth of assortment.
Now, do
And
you have
everything,
any?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. You can finish.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
was
just
just
going
going
to,
to ask if you were bringing anything new to the show this year that is like a
so,
sneak peek for some of
oh,
your
yeah.
clients. And
So I don't want to share too many of the secrets, but at the end of the
okay.
day, everything that we will be exhibiting at the booth is brand new.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Okay.
yeah, I mean, we will bring some of our current assortment just to be able to reflect back on. And a lot of the current assortment will be go forward assortments as well. But what we'd like to do is really tailor assortments for each retailer. So there isn't a lot of Me Too out there. So what we offer to one, we try to differentiate for the next customer so that everybody really has their own assortment on their floor,
Nice.
which is something that I think is a little bit different than than what maybe some of our competitors do.
Joanne, I'm
Yes.
wondering, is there anything else? Like, what do you guys? does your company just offer wholesale to the retailers, or do you have like other contacts as well? Like, uh, where else can we find you online? Is what I'm saying, or is
So
mainly just through your distribution channels?
yeah, it's really basically through our distribution channels. We are not at that stage yet of moving forward with direct to consumer, but I think, as our company continues to grow, that is certainly an initiative that we are looking at. But as of right now, we're really truly um, focusing on that on our retail base. Because those are the guys who've been, super loyal to us, and we just want to continue to support that, our retail base, and just continue to grow in those segments of business as well. So
Yeah,
um
that's good. I
I
know that
guess
they probably enjoy that, right? Like a lot of your retailers, that they don't have to compete with you, correct? So
absolutely, and there's a way of effectively going about that sort of business, and we certainly do have ideas for that. But again, we're just like uber focused right now on our current channels, and just continuing to make success stories about where where we currently can be found. So yeah, and
that's awesome.
we've had some um new distribution in this past year as well. So we're just going to continue to do what we're doing, but we certainly welcome any and all new opportunities. If anything, in some cases, it may just be sitting down and having an initial conversation, but um, certainly the Travel Good Show is the place to do that. So,
Yeah,
again, like, it seems like it's far off, but before we know it, the show will be here. So right now, we're just super concentrated on getting ourselves, just ready to be. I mean, we're all working collectively every day on making sure that we're buttoned up with products, and just being ready to move into the show. So
yeah.
yeah, and then
So
obviously doing all the things that we need to do on a daily basis, just the day-to-day maintenance at this point. But yeah,
yeah.
just can't wait to get there.
So you mentioned earlier that you guys are small and not a lot of layers, right? But is there any issues if you had like a really large retailer? Could you fulfill any order? Like, is that an issue, or are you guys just ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, no, we're ready to move forward with any and all opportunities. I mean, again, always wanting to go back and make sure that we're focusing on what has gotten us to this point. But you know, we're cautious, but we also have the ability to be able to do whatever it is that needs to be done. Depending upon who we're sitting down with and having that conversation. So,
Yeah.
um,
So no order
what's
is too big or too small for you guys.
no, no,
You can
no. I
handle it
mean,
all. Okay.
sure. I mean, and we work with some smaller boutique type retailers, and then we work with a lot of the big name, larger guys that have, in excess of 1,000 stores. So, we're really
Wow.
set up to do both.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's so cool. Well, I can't wait to meet you in person at the show. Was there
Me
anything
too.
else that you wanted to cover before we end this?
No, I think we kind of touched on a lot of
Yeah.
different things here today, but yeah, just again, can't express more how excited we are to get there and just see our booth come to life, and
Yeah.
just be able to sit down and talk with as many retailers as we can squeeze into the schedule.
Squeeze into the 3 days. Well, we're so
Yeah,
glad to have you. Looking forward. When is the show? It's March 25th through the
correct.
27th,
Yep.
and 2025. And God, I'll just see you there. This is
Yeah.
Joanne, and I'm Jared. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jared.
You're welcome. Have a good
Have
one.
a great weekend. Thank you.